everybody, my name is Chris. Welcome to Casual Fragrance here with my girlfriend Kelly.
Hey.
So a lot of my subscribers asked for a video about Q&A, so this video we're going to go over stuff about my life, stuff about Kelly's life.
Not super fragrance related, but there are some fragrance questions.
So in this video we're just going to go over some stuff about ourselves that people ask, the subscribers. I'll mention some of the subscribers' names, and you know a bit about us off camera. So I really don't do videos like this, but a lot of people ask me about my personal life, so I'm like, you know what, I'll give you a little bit of my personal life. So here we go. Basically, my name's Chris and my last name is Cretus. So it's hard to say my last name. That's why a lot of time I just say Chris if you need to talk to me, or Casual Fragrance. It's a lot easier.
When he gave me his last name, and I asked him for his last name pretty early because I knew a lot of Chris's, and I was like, can you give me your last name because I'm confusing people when I talk about you. I kept pronouncing it in my head as Cretis. And then I heard him say his last name out loud, and I was like, I've been mispronouncing it. But you see it written down. Every time he calls, it gives his last name. He just spells it because people get confused. It's not that hard, but you know, even simple names. My last name's Healy, and that's a word, heal, with a Y, and people mispronounce that too. Or they throw an extra E in there, and yeah, so people are going to screw up, whatever.
So myself, for myself, I work a day job. I work like 7 to 3, 7 to 4 sometimes. I recently moved to Philadelphia with my girlfriend, but I travel back and forth to work in New Jersey. So I work for a warehouse company, and you guys seen a video I did with a vlog. I was in my job, so my job's nice. I'm looking for something more in Philadelphia because I'm tired of driving over the bridge. But yeah, it's a nice job, and I have off the weekends to hang out with my girlfriend and do videos and stuff and go to the event, so it's nice. And I come home at night to her, so it's nice. So that's a little bit about what I do at my job. My girlfriend's going to tell you a little bit about her job or whatever. So
I work for a healthcare software IT company. It's tiny. It's just really small. I actually work with a lot of friends. I used to work for Starbucks for like 7.5 years. And some of my friends that I worked with at Starbucks worked for this company, and they kind of poached me for my customer service. I worked in customer service, but I got promoted, and now I'm an account manager, which is just like a little bit more involved. But it's a nice small company. And we're gonna have our Christmas party soon.
Yeah, cool.
We have it late, which is good.
I have good food
prefer
too.
that, so we'll have that next week, and I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be awesome. So in this video we're going to talk about a few things. So I have some of the subscribers' questions which we'll go over right now. So thank you to subscribers that have wrote. I'll mention your name in the video here. And if there's any other questions that we don't answer, you can leave in the comments. Maybe we'll do a part 2 if you want a part 2. If not, I'll just write answers in the comments section. So the number 1 question is from Roxy. So it's a girl on my channel. To thank you, Roxy, for these questions, and we'll try our best to answer them, you know, as honest as we can. So.
First question is, how did we meet?
Okay.
We met online on OkCupid.
Okay.
Back in October of 2016. I was actually just looking through. I have screenshots. I like went back through like after we had really become a serious item. I was like, oh, I got to get like screenshots of our first conversation. I was actually just looking at them for this video, and I realized I had my dates screwed up. Like I thought we met on October 4th, but we actually started talking on October 4th. And then I was just looking at it, and it's like we exchanged numbers within an hour of talking, which I thought was funny. But we were both online dating veterans, so I know that I used to just, let's talk for a little bit and let's just meet, because I don't want to talk for like a month and then meet you and be like, nope. So and I know that you felt similarly.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to her for maybe
dating.
a day or two and then eventually meet, because some people just play around and don't really want to meet.
Waste time, because yeah, a lot of people will just talk and talk and talk, and then they'll never actually meet you
or never give their number out or anything. You just actually be playing games. And I was getting older, and I didn't want. I was looking for somebody serious to settle down and eventually get married. That's what I was looking for in my relationship when I put it on the website OkCupid.
Yeah, so we started talking on like a Tuesday, and we met up for our first date on a Friday, that Friday. So the second is, how long have we been together? So we've been together since technically October 2016, so it's been 3 years now. It's a little bit kind of weird when you like think of it with online dating. You know, like we dated at first, but you know, like you never know, like when you have that conversation of, are we exclusive, things like that. So we actually, like, our anniversary is January 4th. That's what we kind of decided, because that's when I was like, will you be my boyfriend? Like, make it official. You know, like, we're not dating anybody else. Let's just be us. So that's our official anniversary date. So we just celebrated 3 years together. What did Kelly think about your fragrance hobby at first? So I think at first, when we first started dating, he didn't. You did have your YouTube channel, but you weren't doing fragrance reviews yet.
Yeah, I was.
You just posted a couple.
I posted a couple stuff, unboxing and stuff, but I wasn't serious into it yet because I was still trying to work and do YouTube and then start a relationship. So it was a lot to tell. But I was always watching with fragrance reviewers like Jeremy, seeing for Adolescents, and
I knew about his YouTube habits. And I started to uncover this world that he was into, and then he started, you know, sort of talking about it, and I knew about the collection. I saw it, and I was like, oh wow, he has a lot of colognes, and I never knew about this, and he always smells good, and that's kind of cool. So I sort of started to uncover it. I was a little taken aback by the money.
It is an expensive hobby, you know. And she eventually figured out when we went to fragrance events, oh, it's $200, $300, $400. It's like, oh, wow, that's a lot of money for a bottle.
I really didn't know about the money because I was not into fragrances at all. Like, I had a couple fragrances that I got as gifts, Christmas gifts, and they were all had to do with musicians that I liked. And that's why people got me those fragrances, mostly because of the musician I liked. Like Gwen Stefani fragrances that I have. And a couple of them smell good, and I actually have like 2 that I hate. And like now that I'm in this, so I was a little bit like, that's a lot of money you're spending
for a bottle.
Yeah, but now, you know, I mean, I completely support him, and he's good with his money, so I respect it. Like, I was like, you know what, he pays his bills, and that's all that matters.
That's the agreement that we made when we got to our new apartment now. I said, look, as long as the bills are paid, if she wants to go buy something, whatever, once the bills are paid, help her pay the bills, and I can buy a fragrance or two. Once all the bills are paid, that's important. Once they're all paid for it, I can go buy a fragrance for $100, $200, and it's easy. But I'm not going to go spend the money on bills to buy a fragrance. I can wait. I have tons of fragrance in my collection. So.
He's good with that, so I can tolerate it. Next question is, what was your first date?
Okay.
So our first date, we kind of like decided we were going to decide on, so he had to come from really far. We lived, 45 minutes away from each other. That was also like kind of a little bit of a,
She lives in Philadelphia, and I lived in New Jersey during that time frame, so I drove over the bridge about 45 minutes to an hour. It wasn't bad, but she thought I was tired, so she's
we've only been living together since October, so that whole, basically 3 years of our relationship, we've been sort of long distance, only because we really see each other
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or weekends. Saturday and Sunday.
So I knew that with him traveling over the bridge, he came to me, which was very nice. He bought me roses, which just stole my heart right away. I'd never had a man buy me flowers, especially on the first date. So he's very romantic. So that was a huge winner. And so he just came to my house. We were going to go out to dinner. But I was like, let's just stay in. You bought me a dozen roses. Like, you already spent money driving all the way over here.
It was getting late,
I don't want you to have to, go out more. This is an area you don't know. So we just ordered pizza. I think I probably paid for the pizza. I don't remember.
I forget.
I'd like to.
I think she might have, because she knows the area more than I. I think she used.
Yeah, I probably just Grubhub on my phone, because that's what I do.
Which I figured out once I met her how to use Grubhub and all that. I didn't know, but I didn't have to do it that way. I'm so used to paying the guy the money when they come to the door. So.
And we sort of part of our beginning conversation, things that we had in common, was Doctor Who. I wore a Doctor Who dress that I have on our first date, and he.
As proof, I have the season 1. So I do have the whole collection of all of them, which is pretty cool. But this was, I didn't know she was really into it like that. Then we started talking. It was something cool because I like watching the show. And a lot of people don't know about that because it's from like overseas in UK, like London and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
He's an Anglophile,
and
for sure. And so am I. I really like
cool. I enjoy that kind of stuff.
So, but we ended up just watching Jessica Jones on Netflix because neither of us had seen it, and we sort of talked about that. So we just ended up watching Jessica Jones at my house, and it was a really nice, low-key first date. Nothing
wasn't like a rush
terribly
thing,
exciting.
Yeah, it was just nice and calm. It wasn't like a lot of people trying to talk over people at restaurants and stuff.
Yeah, I just didn't want him to feel like oh, he had to like take me out after driving 45 minutes to somewhere he didn't know and everything like that. So it just ended up being really nice and low key, and
it was cool. It was really nice.
He was okay with it. The next question is, what were your first impressions of each other? So his profile pic was just his torso, which honestly for me was a turn off. But he has this beautiful tattoo on his chest. So it was really showing off that, which I love tattoos, so I really loved that. And Chris helped me get my first tattoo, which I was really grateful for, after we had been together for a year. That was my Christmas present. But, so at first I was like, who's this torso messaging me? Because he messaged me first. But his message to me was not like just, hi. Which
a lot of people heard that before,
which I appreciated a lot. His, like, a lot of people, it's just your opening messages says so much. So it was so in contrast with like a torso pic. And he told me he's always been a marketing guy. He actually said he got so many more responses when he changed his picture to be his. He used to just have his face and nobody would respond back. When he changed it to his torso, he got more messages back, so that's why he did it. And I was like, you know what?
Sometimes you gotta switch it up a little bit.
Good for you. But his questions to me were, I have like the screenshots right here. What is your favorite color? So did you have fun this summer? What is your dream vacation place? And I was like, oh, like these are great conversation starters. So, you know, like that was just a really great way to start a conversation. So I answered him. I said my favorite color is purple. I had a great summer. Dream vacation is probably Hawaii or New Zealand, Australia. What's your name? I'm Kelly. And so, you know, he responded back with, my name's Chris. And then he told me, you know, his favorite color is dark blue. I went to London in February. It was really cool. And he was just asking, like, are you looking for, like, a real relationship? And then we just, you know, spoke from there, and it was great. So
she likes to travel, and I like to travel, too, which is cool. I got my passport maybe a year or two before I met her.
I've done a lot of traveling with him. It's been fantastic. Like, so what was your first impression of me?
I was, when we first started, I first saw her online, like, okay, this girl seems really nice, and I saw her pictures, and she had a lot of friends. Like, she had Liz and other friends too, like Christina, which are awesome people. I met them later down the road, but it was nice to see her, and she was having fun with her friends, and then she had herself a job, had herself put together, and she looked for somebody serious. And I've been in a lot of relationships before her, where ups and downs, they didn't really have a job, they kind of had a job. I kind of was doing a lot of the supporting, and it kind of was unstable. So it's kind of bothering me so much putting out myself. It's nice when I have somebody that can actually compete at the same level, and I'm not just dishing out my wallet every time. It's like, hey, I'll help pay this time. You want to pay? Awesome. Like, it felt like a sign of relief from myself to have somebody that on the same page that want to work together. You know what I mean? For go eat dinner, go see a movie, work together, try to do stuff. And it was nice.
It's important to find someone who's on your level, who has, you both have jobs, cars, like you're just
some people don't, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's just
level.
I like to have somebody have a car, have a job, where it's not like just me always trying to financially take care of the person. If something happens, then yes, but if they can walk and move their own hands, then you know they should be able to work a job or something. You know what I mean?
So next question is, what attracted you to each other? Okay. So Chris, I think, is very sexy. So I was immediately like telling my friends, I was like, isn't he cute? I think he's so cute. And you know, he was also so nice, so kind. And the first date, I mean, flowers. he gave me flowers, and I was just like, I took a picture and I sent it to all my friends, and I was like, the guy I just went on a date with, he gave me pink roses. I really like white roses with like a pink edge, but I was like, he's so close to my favorite flower, he doesn't even know me. Like, so he just knocked it out of the park. And you always told me, like, your dad just taught you.
Yeah, my dad always taught me, like, before he started dating my mom or dated other women, he would always, like, you know, ask, like, what kind of flowers like, or do they like flowers, and we'd just buy them, not looking for anything in return. Like, hey, here's some flowers, I was thinking about you, hope we have a nice date. If we don't, hope you find somebody down the road that you like, but this is a nice moment I get to share with you. Pretty simple, nothing, not trying to get anything in return. Some people do think like that, but not me. I'm like, I want to take her on a nice date. If it works out, awesome. If it don't, I gotta try again.
Like,
and
he just, like, he smelled so nice.
Oh.
Like, I mean, that's why, you know, we're Dior Sauvage stands, because
that's the story that people don't get. Like, some people don't like it. I get it. But that's what I wore when I first started dating her. So that's the story behind it. It's not just, oh, you wear Dior Sauvage because you like Dior Sauvage. She actually likes it on me. I like wearing it. People at her job like it too. We went to first time went to a company party. Everybody liked it. So it's a winner. Maybe not for everybody, but for me, it works in my relationship.
General public. And, you know, favorite thing about each other.
Okay.
My favorite thing about you is how passionate you are and how kind you are.
My favorite thing about Kelly is how she always wants to help people out. She always wants to be around people that are just always happy going and just want to do stuff. I'm not a big club person. I used to go to the club. She loves to go to the club. Sometimes she drags me when I go just to go, but she loves to go to the club. She loves to dance all the time. If she could have a job dance 24/7, she probably would do it. But nevertheless, she always makes me feel happy when I'm angry or pissed off all the time. So I love how she can, when I'm in a bad mood, she tries to turn around, make me try to feel like, okay, look, you had a bad day, but it's going to get better. So I love how, you know.
Very silly.
Yes.
Until I can make him laugh, which sometimes makes him more angry, but it does entertain me.
Yeah, and it's in her. But I love how she always try to help me, motivate me to anything, like whether it's fragrances or just anything, trying to find a job or do better in life. So she helps me out. So I really do appreciate that when other people sometimes can't. So
Baby. I'm too emotional for this. Okay, you guys. Anyways. What are your favorite fragrances on each other?
Okay.
That asked by Mr.
Sure.
G.
Mr. G. All right. Okay, so on Kelly, we recently got this one at Sun Explorer last year, and it's called Amber Oud.
It's from Amor Oud, and it's called Golden Oud.
Golden Oud Elixir. So she
love
loves this one a lot, and this one has oud, and it has sandalwood in it, has patchouli in it. It's a very sweet oud kind of fragrance, and she likes this one.
I just like it.
She likes the whole line, and I'm like, the line was very expensive.
There was 3 elixirs.
I was shocked that she liked them because a lot of time I go to take her to events, she said they're okay, and then she's like, I want the whole line. I'm like, all right, look, I'll get you one bottle now for Christmas early gift. So we got it for like $195 instead of $300, so we saved a good bit of money. You know, now they're available worldwide now, but this is a very good fragrance.
Y'all should check
She
them out.
loves this one, so if she loves it, obviously it's something good.
I really thought I was like kind of losing my passion for fragrances, and honestly, that and Steven's line has like reignited my passion. So I'm so glad, because a lot of things I was just smelling and I was just kind of like, it's fine.
She was getting bored.
Good.
There's nothing power.
Nothing was powering it up for me.
And other fragrances I like on her is the Atomic Rose, and this is from Initio Parfum, a new one. It's nice. So if you like Delina by Parfums Tomorrow, you're gonna like this one. So
yeah,
shout out to Steven for giving us this little sample.
Thank you so much, Steven.
Just for free,
He was letting me test it out because I really do. I like Delina.
He's like, I think you'll like this one, and he has a big bottle. So here, take this one. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't have to, but I told him I appreciate it. So she's going to show you some fragrances that she has to smell off from me. So here we go.
1 Million Lucky smells amazing on Chris. Love it, love it, love it. Rolling in Love, also amazing on both of us.
Yeah, we both wear this one.
Chris got that inscribed at a Killian event for both of us. So
we could have either got our name or the date of our anniversary. I forgot to get the name. Couldn't put everything on it, but it was nice.
No, yeah, I think I like our names good, like better than just like numbers. we know our anniversary. Although we did miss our second anniversary. Like halfway through January, we were like,
we
missed our anniversary.
Almost missed it. Busy with moving and work and everything.
You know what?
We know it, but it's just we couldn't.
It's right after the holidays.
Yeah, we already spent a lot of money on
Christmas.
Christmas
Really regret asking him to be my boyfriend right after the holidays. But you know what? 2017, Kelly didn't think about that. I love Feb Delicioso.
Yeah, we both like this one. This one we got that from in New York. We both smelled it the first time. We both liked it. I said I'm gonna buy a bottle, and we wear it time to time. You don't need many sprays with that. So.
Also love, he wears this on special occasions, but
from Molly Pegasus.
Yes.
Everybody and their family members like that too. Rob, Mike.
Yeah, you were spraying it on everyone at the wedding.
Every wedding, and they all like it. So.
And then of course I gotta
EDT or EDP.
I love all of them. It doesn't matter.
That's the special one that I wore on the first date wearing with her, but she didn't know about. That was the Your Survivor. She liked the way it smelled. And eventually, after a couple days, I told her what I was wearing, and the rest is pretty much history. But it was pretty cool.
All right, 2 more questions. Yep. Thanks for hanging with us. This is a long video. He's going to edit it down.
I'm going to try to cut it.
One of our birthdays. He's April 30th. I'm September 21st. We're both in 1985. We're both 34. Sometimes I'm surprised at how young everyone is, and we're so old.
Yes, a lot of my people are older than me. I'm old, and people think I'm young in my videos. Nope.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think that we're that old. So yay, we look young, but yeah, we're old. So you know, it's fine. We're fine with it. Last question: what fragrances are on your 2020 wish list? So we've got a couple.
She's gonna go over some of hers that she like, and
mine is Navita's Absolutio.
Yep.
That I have Intimus.
Yep.
He got it for me for our anniversary, so I love.
So she loves this one.
So now I need Absolutio. That's my other one that I really love from Steven's line. And then I'd also a lot of these are just sort of like for both of us. So we want I would like Initio Oud for Greatness.
Both like that one, yeah.
I've been smelling that one for years.
The bottle's beautiful too, and it's oud, but it's
pretty.
not a stinky oud. Like it's oud and it's kind of sweet. Like it's nice. It's not bad at all. She likes it. And
he got me so into oud, but I think that one's a great like introduction to oud if you're like
on the fence. Yeah. About wearing oud. It's not
perfect.
It's not. It's a really good fragrance. Definitely get a sample.
All right, you talk about
so
these
my
other
list
ones.
I have is from Navitu's Parfums too, and mine is no other than Oud Imperial. There's a lot of good ones on the list, but that one I like a lot. I might ask for it for my birthday because my girlfriend said if you want her birthday, my birthday's coming up in April, so I might just get it then. My second one is Nisha Rehab, the white bottle, which is nice. It smells like it's vanilla. It smells like Spice Bomb Extreme. I do like it. Plus the bottles are nice.
They're
and my other one that my girlfriend likes a lot is the Rosia. I have a few Rosias here. I have one Rosia, but she likes Danger, the red one. That one's nice. She got a compliment wearing it when she was hanging out with Liz. I'm like, oh, I guess we got to buy that bottle. But, so basically, this is
couple.
So this is a video about me and my girlfriend. We're just normal like everybody else. People, I do not live in New York. Please remember that I live in Philadelphia. I go to New York for fragrance events because I get invited to them. I do not live in New York at all. Thank you for. If you think I live in New York, I live in Philadelphia.
I probably have a Philly accent. I don't know.
But
we definitely don't have New York accents.
No.
And he's a Jersey boy, so you have to remember where we are from.
Yeah. But anyway,
a little bit south.
Yeah, we let this little Q&A video was kind of fun to do. I'm sorry it was a little bit long, but anyway, hopefully these questions are answered. Anything else you want to know, we can do a part 2, or just leave the comments and me and my girlfriend will reply to them. That's pretty much it. If you like fragrance reviews, which we'll do in the next couple of videos, please leave a comment down below. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till next time, bye.
Bye.